All right. Oh. Late night package. Thank you, stickers. From the Stop Stall Hotel. Oh, man, I need to get some more. These guys are almost out. All right, first order here. Rugrats. What's it called? Time Travelers. Game Boy. I played the shit out of this when I was a kid. This was one of like the 4 or 5 Game Boy games I had. And like the rest were all Pokemon. So, but it's not a great game, but for me, it's super nostalgic. So clearly to somebody else it was, because I listed this last night and it sold in like an hour, if that. All right. A bit of space and time. Of a whirlwind, hey? Don't want to get any hair in the bowl we're at, that's for sure. Today. Go. All right, we got the shot. Nothing's happening with that. Right, no bubble mailer. 4-ounce freight out the door. So I only got a couple to pack up. I got two different orders stuck in eBay layaway right now. Unfortunately. So after this, I got 2 pairs of shoes back up from today that were actually paid for. And that's it, just 3 going out today. Anybody out there in the zeitgeist, maybe even on the replay, when you have something like this, a little mailer or a poly mailer, and you fold it down a little bit, you get these little gappies, you guys tape them shut or let them fly? Because I'm always afraid that if I don't tape them down, they're going to get caught in a sewing machine and going to rip open. So for the peace of mind of like 2 pieces of tape, I always throw some tape over those to seal them up. Same thing, like I trust this seal, but I mean, I don't trust it, so I always throw a piece of tape over there too. All right. There we go. Duck is ready. Weighs like, be surprised if it's over an ounce. Well, just over. 1.14. All right, over eBay. Shipping label. So obviously it's gonna be going first class, 4-ounce rate. It's gonna cost $3.72. Heading to Converse, Texas. All right. And obviously with only so purchase shipping label. Come on, eBay. You can do it. There we go. Print. And there we go. Well, Travis of Converse, Texas. I hope you enjoy this game as much as I did as a kid. Done. All right. I got a couple of pairs of shoes, so good old favorite USPS priority shoebox. Let's see. If this was a regular, like attached webcam, I'd bend you guys up, but it's the it's like an all-in-one PC, so it literally comes out of the top of the monitor. So I cannot adjust it. So you guys get to enjoy this part of me. Okay. Listen here, box. Might as well make another one because I gotta do a Poshmark after this. Struck the buck out and then I came back swimming. None of my business. Hello, cat. Yeah, big enough to bury my soul. Where the world could carry my home. All right. eBay first. Got this pair of Adidas. They're Dame D Lillard 5s. They are the Black Panther. I can get a good Wakanda Forever. If they were a bigger size, it would have sold quicker and for more. But they are a men's 6. So actually, went to Adidas, got the conversions, and did them. I think it's a women's 7 or 7.5, and ended up listing them in the women's category, and they finally sold. Not for much though. I took an offer 20 plus shipping, so I had them listed for like $39.99 forever and no traction. So I was very happy to take that $20 plus shipping offer. I think I got these for $6.99 or $7.99. Go ahead and get those packed up. Got craft paper over here. So I would one on the bottom, wrap the shoes up, and then on top if I need to. But it's really hard to hurt shoes, especially if they're smaller shoes and they're going across the country. I've shipped plenty of shoes and had the flat rates before, and even some like first class Crocs and super light flats. I've just done wrapped in some bubble in a poly bag. Never had any issue. A nice little homemade thank you card, which I don't know about as much on eBay, but for like Mercari and Poshmark, I feel like people appreciate the quick little. I mean, it takes me probably 25 seconds to throw a sticker that cost me less than a penny on here. It's, thank you for your order, and write a quick note, and I think it makes a difference. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to listen to? Sure. I should say, what do I want to listen to? Because Ain't none of you motherfuckers here. Hope you enjoy this. Praying to a sky all black, looking at the stars like they finna talk back. Looking at my phone like she finna call back. But last night I feel like probably ended all that. Cause by now she would have sent a text in all caps. But then another one trying to take it all back. Say fuck you, I miss you, I hate you so much. Cause girls only say paper. Wrap these guys up. Sure. That's why I know this is an old lesson, because it's from before I had shoe trees. Because there's packing paper stuff in them. Presumably it's back from when I took pictures of them, but now I got plenty of shoe trees. So over here for packing. So, hey, there we go. Cool. My postal order has shipped. I got some more shoe boxes and some padded flat rates coming my way, thankfully. I am super low on shoe boxes. I have 4 or 5 left. Go all nice and packed up. I'll go ahead. Amazing silent tape. Boom. Make sure we're not over 2 pounds, or how close we are to 2 pounds. 1.86, 1.87. That gives me more than enough. Be able to put one more piece on top. 1.9. There we go. Just under 2 pounds. This is heading to, for me, I think this will be like a zone 7. I think it's going to it's going to Mexico. Purchase shipping label. Yeah, that's it. So I'm probably gonna be eating extra $1 or 2 on shipping for this, because they're going all the way to Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's okay. It's a law of averages. Plenty of times that, you know, for my 2 pound shoes, I can beat $8.99 flat rate, and 3 pound shoes, $12.99 flat rate for now. And I can get most places except for like all the way West Coast for that, you know, under just under $9. But these guys, I could save. I just checked like 94 cents doing them UPS, but it's not worth having to drive to UPS separately for that 90-something cents. That's it. In the end, and all, it's all a wash, because, you know, this order, it's gonna be $2 over. For $2 I gotta pay extra for shipping, and I'll have another order where it's like, oh, I'll make $4 on the shipping and $3 on the shipping. So, and I like the flat rate, doing flat rate like that. I just feel like it's, I don't know, better for sales than calculated. And I don't trust eBay's calculated shipping, because I think even if you pass on your seller savings, I think it still fucks it up. One more time, triple checking to make sure we are underweight. 1.91 pounds. Good to go for that. Press label. 2 pound rates. Priority mail. It's going to be 12.19. Double checking again. Yeah, it would have been 11.35 going UPS ground. So if I did UPS ground, it'd be saving like just under $1. And there's no other box there. Region A box would be 13, 14. So that won't save us any money. FedEx 13, nope. And these are not fitting in a padded flat rate, that's for sure. So, all right, purchase. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Kama, I hope you enjoy the hell out of these shoes. Right. Print. Oh, I know. Cat's so scary whenever this thing goes off. Right. Right now we're going to be heading over to Poshmark. Right. I really can't wait till eBay gets it. So accepted offers are just automatically paid for. I don't understand what the holdup is on it. I mean, and like if you want to offer, you don't want to offer immediate payment on your list, there's an option for that. And I don't require immediate payment on my listings, which is fine. Other people, especially if they're buying multiple things, go buy a couple of them and either ask me to send an invoice or combine shipping for them, which is all fine. But even if you have require immediate payment on, it's not for offers, which is crazy. Somebody else or somebody accepts an offer you send, it should be, it's paid for me. Poshmark's got it figured out. RA's got it figured out. Don't understand why eBay still hasn't figured it out. Okay, we're gonna go print this label for Posh. Posh, no, that's right. I don't know why I thought it was Posh. It's actually MERCARI, right? It is MERCARI. It's weird because MERCARI is where I started reselling and did very, very good there. And then the last, even pretty good there all the way through up until that's month and a half. It's just slow going. Oh, that's right. And while we're griping about reselling platforms, I don't understand why MERCARI one doesn't do 4x6 labels, even though I know you can crop them and everything. But for UPS ones, it doesn't scan at my UPS store, even if I take it and crop it. So I have to go print this order, this shipping label from MERCARI from my regular printer, which I gotta go make sure is on. So. Cool. It is on. Oh, it's a shame. I built this box thinking I was sold on Poshmark, but it didn't. So no shoe boxes allowed for UPS. So I'm a good little seller. UPS SurePost. Funny way to work with. Doing print. And these are I got going over here. These are some women's 8 wide New Balance. It's a super bread and butter shoe. I mean, these will always, this style of New Balance, anywhere from I'd say 25 to 35, depending on the style and the size. And these went for 27 plus shipping. And if I recall, I got these. They're probably $7.99. I won't pay more than, let's say more than unless it's something that'll sell for 40, 50, I'm not going to pay more than $8 for these. But all white, which is, all white, all black, triple white, triple black always seem to sell well and quick. These been listed for probably a month, maybe a month. and a half. Okay. Next. I'm gonna get to use one of my so before I got a thermal printer, I did all my labels on a regular printer and had the little like things you slip in, seal, and peel the back and it sticks. It's like a label holder. And of course, I had just gotten a new pack of like 250 of them, and then 2 days later decided, fuck it, I'm buying a thermal printer. So I guess it's a good thing because I have plenty of them. I just had to go make sure my phone was connected to the same Wi-Fi as my printer. Now we're gonna print this UPS SurePost label and get a box that is not a priority box. Oh, stop it, kitties. That's so I know. Oh, technology. Sometimes it just doesn't want to work. We're going to make it work. Promise that it is going to work. Yes, I want to download the file again. I do. Okay. Friends, I was messing around with my internet earlier, right after I got home, so I might need to go reconnect my printer. Yeah. All right, you guys can enjoy this lovely background for 2 seconds before I go. My printer. Okay. Third time's the charm. See if this will actually print this time. It really just makes me want to go change, as much as it sucks that Mercari is more expensive for their USPS, just to go switch everything from SurePost. And I don't even use FedEx SmartPost anymore. It's just so god awfully slow. I legit had media mail stuff beat FedEx SmartPost, which, I mean, I understand it's economy or whatever it's called now. It's kind of like parcel select speeds, but still. All right, good. It's printing now. We're gonna go into our thing of boxes over here and find one perfect for these guys. Rule ones usually work out pretty good. Make sure they don't go over weight real quick, and if they do, either cut it down or grab another one. Let's see. Granted, this is without fill in here or anything, or wrap or 172. Okay. We will be styling and profiling with this box. All right. This guy's sealed up. All right. Hey. Hey, to the one person that's potentially here. Hello. I don't know how you found this. you're one of the few people that actually subscribe to me or follow me, hello. Right. Just taping down this flap on the inside because it didn't line up the way I wanted it to. Okay. Go ahead. Wait so close instead of normally I'll put a piece of like craft paper on the bottom, wrap it in craft paper on top, but I got some air pockets kicking around over here. I'll fill up some of that void without taking up too much weight. Hey, look who it is. I can't see from over here. Oh, it came over the roof. Set. Hello, hello. I said, what are you doing up? It's super late. You're East Coast like me. How are you doing on this lovely night? All right, quick little thank you note. Yay for sales. Yeah, today was okay. So I got 2 that are sitting in eBay layaway right now, not paid for. And I had 2 that were paid for on eBay, and then 1 on MERCARI. So I got stuck at work super late tonight, prepping for something tomorrow. You're a vampire? Yeah, me too. So even like I didn't get home tonight until like 1, so I've been home for a little over an hour. But even when I'm home at a normal time, I'm still up till 3 a.m. I figure there might be somebody else out there that was still awake. So whether or not you're going to be getting anything actually done, who cares? Hope you enjoy new shoes. All right. How were your sales today? Did you get any sales at all? And if you did anything noteworthy, anything cool? Doesn't even to be something that sold for a lot of money, just something that you think is cool. I always find it easier to list and sell things that you enjoy or you like. That's how I am with video games. Like I have a stack of video games to list. I'll blast through them because I enjoy it so much. So done for today, just relaxing. Oh yeah. I don't blame you, especially at 2:13 in the morning. 3 sales today. There you go. Me too. Three paid for sales. So, but I only have the space for, and then usually only the time to keep around 200 listings is what, I've been trying to get up to 250, but it's hard just mainly from, my day job. I usually can only go sourcing once a week. And sometimes I even I'll just do one big sourcing trip that mainly shoes. So I don't have to worry about it for a while. But I normally get anywhere from 2 to 4 sales a day. So, I have days that pop off and I'll end up with, 6, 7, 8. But I always just try to aim for $100 a day. That's my goal. So I said, hopefully if the 2 other orders from today get paid for, that will be well over $100 in orders today. So right. What that sell? She sold a plush listed at 5 a.m. Sold $15. Nothing exciting. Hey, quick sales are always exciting. It's already packed up now, but the first sale I packed up was one I listed last night at like 1 a.m. and then like 40 minutes later it sold. Yeah, like I said, I'm not too like strict on it. If I don't hit it, I don't beat myself up over it because I mean this is all like extra money for me. I would say extra. I work as an executive chef. I'm working at it's a country club with a golf course, and we do events, weddings, bridal showers, all that stuff. And then there's a restaurant that is open to the members of the golf club that I work. That's what I run is the members kitchen. So yeah, I do that full time. Yeah, it is exciting. It's hard work, but as long as you enjoy it, which I do, it's fun. I love cooking food. I love eating food, but and it pays good. I mean, even if I did have the space, the actual space to go full time, it's not worth it for me at least right now for how much money I'm making to go full time. So, all right. So I know I can just put the label over the old label that's on here, but I get so paranoid. I like feel like I have to peel the old label off. Yeah. I mean, the hours for working in the kitchen really, really aren't bad. I get every Monday off, and then either Tuesday or Wednesday off, alternating with the other guy I work with. But normally I'm out by 9 o'clock, 9:30 at the latest. But there's a big tournament tomorrow, and I stayed late and to prep a whole bunch of like cold food, pasta salad, potato salad, chicken salad, tuna salad, egg salad, a whole bunch of crap. So I was at work until almost a little after midnight. Actually, I think I left at like 12:15. All right. I'll go grab the old school label off my printer. I will be right back. All right. And the label holder. Oh man, I remember when I first got these things, like old labels, and before that I was just taping them on, and this seemed like the craziest thing. I was like, oh, it's gonna save me so much time. And then that's exactly what getting a thermal printer did with these. I got a thermal printer. I'm like, never again. Yeah, me too. And it's one thing that is kind of like recession proof. Like everybody's always going to need to eat, and definitely people aren't going to want to cook for themselves, which I get because after a long day of cooking for everybody else, a lot of times the last thing I want to do is cook for myself. Oh, they stole my scissors again. Now I need to go get kitchen scissors. I can't have nice things. Oh yeah, I love this. I love my third. The only reason I'm still printing is that this is a UPS smart post or sure post label, and for whatever reason, when I like resize this, like screenshot it to print out on my label printer, it prints out fine. It looks fine, but it doesn't scan on UPS's end. So I did it a couple times, and it never got its drop off scan, and it never scanned until it got transferred to the post office for like the last part of the shipment. And I couldn't figure out why. So now if I get an order on Mercari that I have UPS SurePost for, I have to go old school. But it's okay because I have probably 100 and some of these things left, and it's the only way I'm going to go through them. Oh my god. It's almost 2:30 in the morning. My cat thinks it's a speedway. It's just fucking running back and forth. Yeah, and like I don't mind like SurePost UPS as far as like the shipping speed goes. It's actually it's decent. I won't use FedEx Smart Post anymore because I had way too many times like 3 weeks, a month once for something on Mercari, and understandably the buyer was pissed. They're like, it's been a month. I don't even want my item anymore. I just want my money back. So I have to decide what I want to do with Mercari because I sell video games and shoes for the most part, a couple of other little things here and there. But most of the video games aren't bad because they go first class. So whatever thing is, whether I'm doing 4 ounces, 8 ounces, or a pound of Mercari is fine. But it's the shoes are either 2 or 3 pounds. The Mercari set price for USPS is just too much, and I don't really feel like I'm call it lazy, but I don't want to do like the free shipping and print my own label on Mercari every time I sell a pair of shoes. So SurePost is the only comparable cheap thing. But I don't know. So Mercari hasn't even been doing very well lately. I've been having more luck with my shoes on Poshmark. So I don't even know how long I'm still going to cross post over to Mercari, but cool. All right. Save me some work packing them in the morning. Yeah, like even like regular FedEx, like FedEx Ground or whatever, I don't use anymore. It's big stuff is UPS. Obviously everything else is the post office. And the only time I use FedEx is every once in a while. FedEx 2-day, for whatever reason, is cheap. And like I've had times where, depending on where it's going, a 2-day FedEx like delivery is like $11, and priorities 12 or 13. But besides that, a couple of instances cut FedEx totally out, and it's just post office and UPS. You said Poshmark's your main bay. I didn't get into Poshmark until 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago. But yeah, that 5 pound shipping, that's when like a pair of shoes sells on Poshmark. I love it because I don't even think about it. I just go grab a shoe box, throw them in. I don't even think about weighing them. And even I've sold a couple of pairs of boots over there, like heavier, like 4 pound boots. But you obviously can't see it. But down here, I have a stack of the priority number 7 boxes, which are I don't know exactly what the dimensions are on those, but they're great. They're big. Pack them up, boom, send them out. I said Mercari just needs to get 4x6 label options, and maybe if they could do something like you can buy the label after the fact, or even half. I don't know. I understand why they do it because it's not meant for somebody who's like running a business. It's just meant for like, cleaning out your closet, and for the average person, and they try to make it easy by having the prepaid labels. But I don't know if Mercari could figure out something like Poshmark has, where they do with what I don't care if it's through UPS or something to where it's a flat rate up to 4 pounds or something, and just make it easy. Yeah, I haven't gotten into trying to cross post other stuff over there. Just my shoes, because I didn't know if the shipping would turn off like people trying to buy like a single video game. I mean, I sell a lot of Game Boy stuff. Like somebody one game, I mean, you're not gonna want to pay $7 shipping on this. I guess unless you're going through and you're making a bundle, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna buy these 3 games from you. But even still, like I can ship these 3 games for like $5 max. But for the shoes and stuff, like you can't beat it. Shipping a pair of 3 pound or 4 pound shoes to Hawaii or California, being on the East Coast for under $8 is crazy. New to eBay. Yeah, I started listing to sell on eBay in like the end of January of this year. So February, March, April, May, June, 5 months ish for me. 5.5. And I think right now, at the end of the day today, I think I'm sitting at like 196 for listings on eBay. And my Mercari still has closer to 300 listings, but there's stuff on there that's been listed forever and it's just never going to sell because of how Mercari works. Like all those old listings that I have that I haven't, updated or promoted in 4 or 5 months, they're just so buried. Nobody's ever going to see them. And I've just been procrastinating doing something about it. Okay. I got to figure out whether I have the motivation to actually get some stuff listed tonight or not. So you started last year on and off. I've been going hard the last 3 months. Yeah, I was at end of January. I like first cross posted a couple of things I had on Mercari over to eBay slowly but surely. And I would say the last month, last 2 months, really 2 months to 2.5 months, I've really been trying to make sure I get listings up every day on eBay. Doing okay. I think in total, I'm at, since the end of January, almost 500 eBay sales, like 480 total. And my 90-day right now is always bounces between like 6,500 and 7,000, and pretty even at 200 listed, 200 sold for my 90-day. I mean, it goes up and it goes down. I'll hit 210 sold, and then after a couple days, depending on a good sales day, drops off back down to 190 sold. But wow, you had Mercari. I didn't even know Mercari's been around for 6 years. I mean, I found Mercari in 2020, and I assumed it was new. I didn't know it was 6 years. Damn, it's like an OG. All right, that's what I use. But my original eBay account, like that I used to just use to buy on, is from 2003, 2004. It's like old, but I forgot the password and can't get back into it. So the eBay account I'm using right now is from like 2019-ish. I think 2018 or 2019. 10 years. That's crazy because I mean, I know Mercari has been doing a big push at advertising the last, year or so. I think they had a Super Bowl commercial ad. And I see, I'm sure it's pushed to me because of what I watch, but I see YouTube ads all the time for Mercari now. I see them on the regular TV, but I hadn't even heard of it before 2020. 2013. I know it was, I think it's a Japanese company, I believe. And I know they used to have Mercari like in the UK, but they don't anymore. So, all right. Little savers bag. I'm all for competition. I mean, the more reselling platforms out there, number one, the more eyeballs can be on your stuff, and competition is always good. I mean, so especially with eBay, I feel like eBay doesn't want to fix anything or do anything until there's a different site that's showing them up on it. Like with the whole eBay live things now, I think they saw people that were going to Whatnot and they wanted to grab that market. On eBay, I shoot for 5. My goal is 5. And it's hard to, especially because of how I source usually once a week. Sometimes at first they'll come home and I'll just be overzealous and eager, and I'll do 10, 12, 15 rather than draft them and try to save them, which I mean, that's a big debate whether you should just save them or not. But if I can't get my 5, if I don't have 5 things, I always make sure I'm ending and either sell similar or relist 10 a day. Yeah, I know there are people that don't like cross posting, but it is nice because you have those days. Couple 3 or 4 days ago, eBay, like my traffic was way down, my impressions were way down. It was just like my store was turned off, but I was still, thankfully, between Poshmark and Mercari, still was able to make my 3, 4 sales to hit my $100. So, but eBay does have like the biggest, the biggest audience, the most people, the most shoppers. So, as far as me, I list everything on eBay first, and then cross post to MERCARI usually the next day. Sometimes I get lazy and wait a couple days, and then all my shoes and the occasional piece of clothing that I list also goes on Poshmark. I did Facebook Marketplace for a little while. I found certain things that would sell there, but it just got to be not worth the effort for me. Like, I found most of the time when I was going to Facebook, it was either to cross post stuff or to delist stuff that sold elsewhere. So there's certain weird things. Like last year I ended up with a whole like tote full of beer tap handles, like the ones they have the like bars and stuff, and they just wouldn't move on Mercari. And at the time I wasn't on eBay, and I just had this, oh, I'll try. I hadn't listed anything on Facebook. I was like, I'll just try. And I think in like a month I sold like almost all, which I had like 25 or 26 tap handles, all for anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks on Facebook Marketplace. And it was just like, I'd list them, they'd sell. I'd list them, they'd sell. So I kind of was like, oh yeah, Facebook. And I kind of went all in, posted a bunch of video games over there, a bunch of shoes, and a sale here, a sale there. But I think I'm down to less than 20 active listings on Marketplace, and I was over 100 at one point. Yeah, definitely niche, super niche. And it's one of those things too. Like, I know people have figured it out, and there are people that do great over there, and that's good for them. But I'm not. It got to be. I'm not. I don't want to put the effort in anymore. So I even probably should go take down the 20 listings I have left over there, because I checked a couple days ago when something sold on eBay that I knew was over there, and I just kind of decided to scroll through mine, and there was like 3 other listings on there that were live that I knew had already sold. I mean, thankfully they didn't double sell, but I think I just need to bite the bullet and go pull all my shit off there. All right. Now I got a little motivation. I got to find out what I want to list, because I am running low on inventory. 2 lists. 3 pairs of shoes I can clean up and list, and I have some video games, but nothing that I think I want to put that much time into. These will be good. Good quick listing. These got some flaws in them, but these will sell. These are some Nike Air Max 270s. Let's see my lovely light and camera. I mean, treads are okay. Both the bubbles are good, which is the big thing, as long as they're not popped. I don't know which one it is. This one. Just on 22 DS games you have to list. Oh man, I wish. They're so good, so quick. Couple of pictures and done. I'm kind of extra when I'm doing my game listings too. I'll always take a picture of the game, like at least with handheld stuff, of it working. So like even right here off screen, I got Game Boys. Actually, I have 2 2 Game Boys. There's a DS over here for, again, mainly for taking pictures, and then I have an SP right here. Which actually, this is I rehoused this myself. I bought one off Mercari for like 30 bucks. That was scratched to hell. The whole screen lens was scratched. It was like falling apart. I bought this housing for like 12 bucks on Amazon, and a couple hours of trying to get a ribbon cable to fold through this hinge, but eventually I got it. But I don't know. I like having, when I'm doing Game Boy Advance, DS, I like to, picture the cart, and then I like to have a picture of it working. Just ease of mind for the buyer. And if they try to say, oh, it doesn't work, like, I literally have a picture of it working in the listing. So, hey, what's going on, Junk Monkey? I would say you're up late, but I don't know what time zone you're in. You had an awesome quick flip today. Well, tell us about it. Don't keep that shit a secret. Was it a watch? I know you sell watches. Actually, you work in like a watch repair shop, if I remember correctly. 1134 where you are right now. Ah, so you're west, right? You're West Coast. Over here. You do work in the watch repair shop. Okay. I thought so, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's floating around up here. I wouldn't have been surprised if I got that mixed up with somebody else. Because I thought I had a memory of one time during one of Paul's like live listings that he needed help with a Seiko watch, and somebody ended up DMing you on Instagram, and you showed up and ruined the day by telling him that it was a Faco Seiko. All right. Yeah, Faco Seiko. But yeah, I want to hear about this awesome quick flip while I get all this fucking hair out of my way, so I can wipe these guys down. What did you get, Mystic cut out? You had a box full of nice watches today, 300. Sold the first one for 350 in 20 minutes. Damn. You made all your money back on one plus profit. That's not bad. I love sleeping. How many watches were in the box? That Paul, yeah. Except for whatever reason, he can't remember Junk's name, so he just calls him Kyle. So now I always end up calling him Kyle, even though his name is not Kyle. All right, good. These aren't too dirty. They do have this little. I'm just gonna pick it up on here. Just a little. Yeah, it's a little. It's not even really a rip. It's more of like a split. But because they're 270s, I know they're still going to sell. Fees and taxes, they profit on the first one. Oh yeah, 12 watches. Nice. That's like, anytime you can do something like that where you're picking up a lot of anything and you can sell one thing in that lot to pay for the lot, it's great. I love that with video game stuff, and I've done that plenty of times. You pick up a bundle or a lot, video games, and you sell one and make back all your money, and then you're boom in the profit. I need a brush. Yeah, that's great. Getting the watch niche, because that's one thing that I like. Just would be so scared of, one, fakes, and two, just like I don't know, like if it's actually in working condition, like unless like there's a second hand that's ticking or it's a digital like or digital display, like I don't know if what kind of watch is broken. Big box PC, like, oh, 500 paid five. Yeah. I know some of the big box PC games, especially the ones from like the 80s and early 90s. Some of those, if you have them complete, big box manual with jewel case and everything, they go for buku dollars. Buku dollars. And so I recently sold a lot of, I think called EverQuest was the game, and they were all like big box games, but I didn't have the big boxes. I just had the jewel cases. And even still, they sold for decent money. And especially a couple of them were like online, like ones that like I don't think the game even like can play it anymore, but they still have like collectible value, I guess, to some people out there. Where is my booger? That's one of the, I mean, I think one of the cool things about like this business, this industry of, whatever you want to call it, is that there's so many different little niches and, stuff like that. You can, there's enough room for everybody. And even like, going my area, going thrift, and there's a couple of people that I see and I talk to that I know are resellers, but like totally different niches. Like there's these Spanish girls I see all the time at my Salvation Army that's like right down the road from me, and they do a lot of clothes, a lot of clothes. They sell on Poshmark and I think eBay, but on there on half price clothes and shoes day, I see them with two carts just piled high with clothes, and that's just not my game. But it's good to become friends with people like that because they might find some stuff that you like and they will give it to you in the store. I've had that happen too with trying to find matches to shoes, and they bring out a big cart full of shoes. So always good to make friends, not enemies. Let's see. So 34 years in the watch business. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ, dude, that's 4 more years than I've been on this planet. You get burned so easy in that niche. I can only imagine. Never pay more than a few bucks for a watch unless you have my kind of experience. That's 100%. I'll be commissioned to me anytime. I appreciate that, man. Because I've had a couple times in different stuff seeing it, and I know nothing about it, so like I don't even like take the risk sometimes. Unless it's something that's like, oh, it's $1, and I had this weird feeling it's worth hundreds and hundreds maybe, but there is stuck on, I don't know if it's a sticker or what the hell is in the bottom of this shoe, but it does not want to come off with alcohol. So we got the big boy in the Gugon Automotive. This stuff works. So I'll sell anything that makes me money. Yeah, I mean, I'll try to sell anything that makes me money. It's just a lot of times there are plenty of niches and stuff that I just know enough to be dangerous. Haven't niched down yet. Yeah, I mean, I did fairly quick. I mean, when I first discovered reselling all this, it was like, oh my god, I can go save it, I can go buy it, and it's like it's almost like overwhelming. Just all this stuff, and like kind of get taken back by it all. I mean, I've tried a bunch, mainly like media, different kinds of media, electronics. And I'll still pick up a DVD or a Blu-ray, but nowhere like as much as I would before. It has to be something that's actually going to that I think is going to sell quickly and make decent money. Because I have sitting over on my shelf over there a good amount of DVDs and Blu-rays that are, they will sell for $8, $9, $10, but like not quick. Chang, hey, there we go. So the body blade exercise thingamajig. That sounds like a very official name. $35. Hey, who cares what it's called? It's called $35. Beautiful. Whatever that was, sticker, I don't know, whatever it is, it's almost gone. Yeah. That's something cool about what reselling is like. Once you get your store up and your store full, it's like it's always open. It's a cool thing to like wake up in the morning and like look and be like, oh wow, I sold 3 things totaling $70 while I slept. I think that's really cool. Yeah. Back when everything all of it got locked, like first like lockdown like 2020, I'm sure people that had exercise stuff to sell probably made a pretty penny. All the gyms and shit were all closed and everybody was going stir crazy. Thankfully, I suffer from a condition called not liking exercise, so I wasn't out looking for workout equipment. All right, so I have shoe trees handy. I do have shoe trees handy. Addicted to selling weird crap. Yeah, I mean, it's just that first moment that like I realized that I can go to, which I kind of, knew before, especially with the video games. I've been a big video game collector for years. I knew that they're worth money, and I know you can find stuff cheaper. I know how they sold for it, but I didn't ever think of it as, oh, I can go to a thrift store, go buy some shoes or buy this or that, and sell it online and make money. It never crossed my mind. Like weird, a couple months ago, I picked up a like a 24-hour light timer, like that you install like in your wall, and just real little like packaging was about this big, plastic, whatever, the dial in it, small little thing. I think I paid $2 for it at thrift, and it sold for $80 in like literally overnight. And that kind of that gets you started. That like make you want to like. Is there any thrift stores that are open at 2 a.m.? It really is. It really is so much fun. Yeah, prices of weights and stuff was crazy. I know it was. Like I said, I mean, I can't imagine deciding like, okay, this pandemic is happening. I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna go. Let me go get get a set of weights, get this, get that, and then those Peloton things came out, and everybody was going crazy for those. Tip on setting up shoes for picks. Yeah, always. I will always take any tips or tricks. I don't know if I ever heard your first and second eBay sales story. I don't think I have. Mine were very uneventful, thankfully. It was an old camera that I didn't test and sold as is, and then I think a pair of shoes, my second one. But I would love to hear a story, whether it's synopsis, whether you want to go into full detail. Sounds interesting. And yeah, Junk Monkey, if you want, drop down some tips. I will take them. Thankfully, no sticky shit on the bottom of this shoe. In the last set of holes, put the laces in, like when you lace them, put them in backwards so they tuck easier for the pictures. Oh, I see what you're saying. So on like the last pair around here, but instead of having them come, say this one was a regular hole, instead of having it come out, tuck in backwards, so it goes in through the outside and the lace comes in here. That makes sense. It's something I would have never thought of. It wouldn't make a difference, I don't think, on these Air Maxes because of how they're not like the holes, they're like these weird slits. But I know. Let's see if here's a pair of super beat up Converse. So like instead of having the end come out here and come out, you'd pull it out, like put it in here. So that way the last one is on the inside, so it tucks down easier. Okay. The lace is sticking out. See, when I was in like late middle school and high school, the trendier thing that all the quote unquote cool kids did was, I don't even know how to do it, but they did like bar lacing. So like instead of it being, zigzag, it was like across, and then they went under, and it would just be across, across, across. And I'm 30 years old, and I still haven't figured out how to do that shit. That is a really, really good, very useful tip, Junk Monkey. Thank you. I will 100% be using that the next time I got a pair. Some stuff. Because that, like, I am 100% a lace tucker. I think I don't know. I think it looks not, it doesn't look as appealing when, like, the lace is just sitting there and, like, hanging out. That's cool, though. I will. So that's something that, like, I don't think in a million years I would have ever thought of. especially because like my bread and butter here is shoes. Say if I go like break it down category wise on eBay, I'd say shoes probably make up 50 to 60% of my sales. The Elegant Oxford, he says. His video on how to do that style lacing. Duly noted. Actually, I'm gonna copy that right now so I don't forget, because I am able to forget. Go. Better, much better. Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. As that says, here we go. Last August, I walked into Goodwill and Enfield 10 minutes before they closed. Headed straight for the shoes, as I always do. Same. Then hardwoods. I'm assuming hard goods. 3 large bottles of shampoo for $3 each. Okay. All right. You got me hanging on the edge of my seat. It's gonna be good. Either they were discontinued and you sold them for a crazy amount of money, or you bought them and they were not worth money, or something else. I don't know. A giant eagle swooped in and stole them out of your cot. Junk Monkey said, "I remember in the '60s we had oversized, bright, fluorescent laces in our shoes. Nothing wrong with that. I love that style." I said, actually, they're not fluorescent, but currently these are my Converse that I wear, and they got these really cool. I don't know if it'll come through on here, but they're peace signs in the laces, and they're tie-dyed peace signs. 80s, not 60s. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was gonna say 60s. Yeah, I've always liked that style. Fluorescent flashy. Oh, you were getting them for yourself because of your hair, right? Because people use shampoo in their hair. That makes sense. When I get to the car, put them in the truck, and realized they were treatment for people with thinning hair. Oh no! Oh no! Well, I guess you want to look on the bright side of that. Keep them unless your hair is going thin, or use them as a preventative measure. I don't know. I got a pair of suede leather John Barta Converse. Nice. I like Converse always does some nice collabs. I don't own a pair, but I've sold a couple different pairs of the Jack Purcell Converse, and those are supposed to be wicked comfortable. Wicked comfortable. Yeah, I think I still have a couple packs left. I got a whole bunch of replacement shoelaces, which for me was great, and they were in like 2 packs. And I got them half off of $1, so $1 for two pairs of laces, 4 laces. And I think I got like 5 or 6 packs of them. That was great. That was a great find. And I wasn't even if I wouldn't have been mad if I didn't find any shoes that day, just because those are so helpful. Because there's plenty of times thrift a pair of shoes and either it's a good pair but it's missing a lace, or the laces are like the shoes look fine but the laces for whatever reason are super dirty. Nice. It's always nice to have. Oh no. Oh wait, there's more to the story. So you Google them and they were selling for $2.99 each plus shipping. Wow. Jesus Christ. That's what I call a come up. Yeah, I know there's with like what do they call, like HBA, health and beauty aids, and like cosmetics. There's some, if you can find the right ones, there's some really good money in them. But again, I know that the only way I would know if anything like that was worth money is if it had a UPC code on the back and I could scan it, and then my magical wizard box could tell me on eBay that it's worth money. Dude, I mean, I can't even imagine spending that much money on a bottle of shampoo. I mean, I love hair, I love long hair, but I feel like if nature decided, hey, your hair is gonna thin, hey, you're gonna go bald. I don't know if $300 for a bottle of shampoo would be worth it for me at that point. I think I'd shave it off and rock Rock no hair. Here's all. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Look up a cat named George Bruno. Beard care. Okay. Way back to so I try to take care of as much as I can. I mean, I have oils and bombs and all that shit for it, but I get lazy. And it was your son's birthday that day, so I listed them the next day for $279 plus 13 shipping. They all sold in 4 hours. Oh my god, man, I can't even imagine. That's a great feeling. One person bought 2 bottles, one purchased the other. That's great. Those like crazy high quick flips too. It's like it like gives you that. That's why I'm doing this. It's like I said. I mean, when I got that timer and sold it, and overnight for almost $100, I was like, this is nuts. And even just like week and a half ago, I sold a pair of women's Nike Air Max 270s, different colorway and size, but they sold in like 3 or 4 days for $120. And actually, somebody in Belgium bought them and through GSP, so they were all in like $200 for this pair of shoes that I got for, I think I paid $20 for them, and it's mind-boggling. I love it. Oh my god, yeah, I'd be like I said, I've anything like big ticket like that. Like once it goes out, I'm so nervous. Like I probably 3 or 4 months ago, I had listed a Nintendo Wii U, like complete in box, like very good condition, complete in box, and probably 15-ish or 20 Wii U games I'd gotten in this really big bundle. I paid for like the entire bundle. I think I paid 200, and I listed just the Wii U alone for 250. And then the games ranged from somewhere, $10, $15 games, some were $40, $50 games. I had one person come through and buy like 10 or 11 games and the complete in box Wii U. His order total was almost $500. And man, I was like, the entire time that thing was, from dropping it off at UPS to when it got delivered to him to like waiting to hear from him feedback, I was like so nervous. I was so nervous. And thankfully, everything went well. The guy was super happy. I guess he was just getting into collecting complete in box consoles and stuff, and didn't have the Wii U. And when he found mine, noticed I had games too, and decided, oh, why not while I'm here? But oh yeah, it sit there and it's just like literally a nervous wreck. All right. I'm definitely gonna get these guys listed. And once I get these listed, I don't think I'm gonna have any motivation to go any farther with listings tonight. But I don't know. We shall see. It is. Let's see what time. We are almost 3 a.m. Almost 3 a.m. here in beautiful Massachusetts. You said I sent out a Rolex watch you sent out Rolex watches on the regular basis. Oh my god. I included the computer so they get delivered with knots on my stomach the whole time. I can't even imagine like the people that sell the high end stuff like semi regularly. I don't know if, I guess after a while, if it gets easier, you learn not to be as like a nervous wreck with it. But like pretty much once it gets over like a couple $100, it's like, ooh, it's like you buy the insurance and everything, but there's always still that little thing in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, what if something happens? What if it gets lost? Woohoo, Massachusetts, yeah. So like every time I see like one of those stories, like, oh, like FedEx driver, UPS driver abandoned or threw all their packages in a fucking ditch every single time. I'm like, that's gonna be me. The one time I sell something stupid expensive and it's gonna end up in a ditch somewhere and I'm gonna cry. Jersey City and Memphis, Tennessee make my heart skip a beat. Or 3 every time. Never been to Jersey City, but a good buddy of mine lived, he actually just moved down in that area in Bayonne, New Jersey, which is like New York City's or Manhattan's armpit. It's like you, depending on where you are in Bayonne, you can throw a fucking rock and hit Manhattan. I don't know. Cities are cool, but I mean, I don't know. I like more living on the outskirts, a little bit of country, you know. But I mean, where I'm at, I'm 30-ish minutes south of Boston, so to get to the city doesn't take very long. There's great Spanish restaurants in Jersey City. Oh yeah, cool. I love Spanish food, specifically Puerto Rican food. Puerto Rican food is some of my favorite food of all time, and I've had my fair share of Puerto Rican food in my life. I like Mexican food too. You know, like so actual authentic Mexican food, but true authentic Puerto Rican food is, oh my god, it's so good. Like I said, I'm a food guy, so I pretty much any good food I am down with. Arroz con pollo is my favorite. Yeah, everybody loves some chicken and rice. That's because Puerto Rican food is the best. That's the Puerto Rican. Oh, you're Puerto Rican? I didn't know that. Oh yeah, I mean, shit. I always like joke that I was gonna settle down and marry a Puerto Rican girl just for her abuela, just for her, so she can make me food. Oh my god, arroz con habichuelas, con gandules, pasteles, the little relleno de papa, the little fried potato balls with the meat inside, acapullas. I love so like Christmas-ish time. I like to make pernil, the roasted pork shoulder, garlic, and all the seasonings on it. Oh my god, so good, so delicious. Pateles, yeah, I like pateles more than I like tamales. To be honest with you, I don't know. I think just when they cooking that banana leaf, they stay so moist. And man, nobody ever knows Puerto Rican food. Yeah, I told you like I fucking love Puerto Rican food. Um, the town I grew up in for the most part and like went to high school in was majority of the people in my school were Puerto Rican. So I, you know, learned to love the food. Hung out at my friend's house to go to, fucking the whole family is there. You have now tios and tias and grandmas in the kitchen. There's always good food. Always, always. I grew up in East Texas. Yeah. Good, man. I said food is culture. It's, love that melting pot. It's something that just brings people together. Oh, I used to make pateles with your grandfather from scratch. Oh man, I would kill for some homemade pateles right now. Like I said, when we talk Puerto Rican food, I guess it's not really food, but coquito. I'm sure you notice that around, Thanksgiving, Christmas time, go get yourself, you get your Bacardi rum, you get the coconut. There is no better eggnog than Puerto Rican coquito, especially when it's made right. Just doesn't, there's no argument. There's nothing better. That took twice, didn't it? Yeah. Like I said, I mean, most of the live streams I end up in always end up veering towards food anyway. Like, especially if you ever hang out in Pittsburgh Pickers live stream, whether it's Monday night or Thursday night or Sunday night, it's like you usually get 20, 30 minutes worth of good reselling talk and then it's right to food. Noah guy, yeah, everybody that's the thing, is everybody's got Coquito fucking connects. It's always like somebody's like, yeah, like their auntie, or their uncle, like a lot of times they make it up. And I've even I've seen posts on Facebook Marketplace of people like, the coquito filled back up in like the bottle of Bacardi and like they're selling it on Facebook. It's crazy. Yeah, it's been a while since I said since I back when I lived in Connecticut. It's the last time I had some good Puerto Rican food. It's here Springfield, Mass. Okay, all right. That's I don't know. That's probably an hour and half, hour and 45 minutes for me, depending on traffic and shit. Because he tease Paul every time I cook and send him pics. That man need a cooking woman in his life. Absolutely. I feel like that man eats every, if not almost every meal from like Wawa or some convenience mart. Yeah, just that you get that perfect mix of like cinnamon and nutmeg and coconut and rum and it's just it's so good. How can you not like it? It's good for your soul. Wow, wow, yeah. Listen, we don't got Wawa around here. I'm sure you know all about the Cumbies, but I hear Wawa is pretty good. I mean I've been to one before, but it's been forever. Jen's universe is sweet on him. I think seems to be a good fit for him. Yeah, for Paul. As that I know he's super. He's on his business and stuff, and I mean he seems to be killing it. But I mean he says he doesn't have time for a special someone in his life, but I think he does. I think he can make time. He seems like he's a really good, like true down to earth type dude. So maybe he needs to find himself like a little Ukrainian or Russian sweetheart to make him all that delicious Ukrainian food. Oh no shit, you were in Boston? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if there's any like recent meetups that ever happened near here. I mean, I'm not the type I would never like, you know, get on a plane or fly to South Carolina for something like that. But I also really couldn't because of my job. But it is cool if you find people, like I said, like-minded people who are local to you to, meet up for a day, go thrift and, make it a business trip so it's a write-off, right? That's the goal. Is it hell been married forever and I just don't have time for it, but I make time. See, there you go. Exactly. You can always make time. Bucky's shirt. That's said. I I think I've been to a Bucky's once or twice, and it was when I drove down to Florida from New England, and this is 10, 11 years ago. And I feel like I'd never heard it mentioned at all ever again, obviously living up here, until I started reselling. And then a couple different channels I watched, I saw it mentioned Bucky's. And I was like, I remember that gas station. It's who would have thought having a beaver as a mascot for I'd say just gas station, but I think they're like a superstore. I've seen pictures and videos inside some of them, and they're crazy all the food you can get there. Right. Size tag. Okay. All right. Make a picture of this little tear right here and scratch. Dude, as I said, you're planning another trip to Boston soon. Meet up with a few friends going to the bins. That'd be awesome. I've yet to go to the bins ever, and I think the closest one is, I don't know if there is one in Boston. I know there's one like right over the Massachusetts, New Hampshire, I believe, or Vermont. I think Massachusetts, New Hampshire line, and there's some in Connecticut. Never in the whole bucket. See, I've heard that before. That the whole like backstory behind it is fascinating, and I haven't gone and like read up on it, but maybe I should. Yeah, it's New Hampshire. Okay. I'd love to go. I just so far I haven't like been able to, I guess, justify it, but I think it's probably less than 2 hours for me to get to, and I said that would be like making a day of it. Going up there and doing a big, getting, you know, 20, 25 pairs of shoes, and then obviously hitting thrift stores and shit on the way back down. All right. Get these Air Max listed up on eBay, cross posted, do some ending and relisting, and I think I'm gonna call it quits. So has got me for like 10, maybe 15 more minutes. Yeah, is that from see plenty of. I mean, I know every area is different, but just to say, I don't know if you watch Flip the World. He's down in Texas, Chris. I mean, where he is, I don't know if it's Dallas or it's Houston or wherever it is. He's got like 5 bins, 6 bins in his, which is, I mean, if I was him, why wouldn't you go to the bins all the time? Pick up a pair of Skechers Shapeless comp out at 200. Yeah, obviously, I'm sure I've heard like check for dry rot on those, because especially on like the used ones, I guess, and even on some of the older ones, like they can just, the whole midsoles can just like crumble. But Flip the World is Houston, okay. But no, I've Skechers Shape Ups are good. I've only found 2 pairs in the last, say, year and a half. One was used but not falling apart. I think I got 40 for them, and then I found brand new in box Shape Ups. And I sold those on Posh for like 115. Yeah, brand new. Yeah, same thing. These were, I picked them up at Salvation Army for like 15 and sold them in less than 48 hours for 115. They have a following. I know they like stopped making them because they weren't good for you really, but there are people out there that swear by them, and if they want to buy a brand new pair, they gotta buy them from people like us. That don't not in the stores no more. Um, I don't. I think it's Scorcher. Let me type it in the chat here. Scorcher 868. If you go to my channel and like the about section on like my YouTube channel, there is a link for my eBay, my Poshmark, and my Mercari. Hey, already turned down a couple offers over 100. Nice. So the ones that I found, I comped them on eBay, and there were no new ones, and Terapeak too. There were no new ones of the color that I had found sold, but there was some used ones that had sold for 40, 50, and I had found some similar, same model, different color, new ones that were sold for like 100. So I listed mine, I think, for like 100, let's say 115 on Posh, and somebody bought them. So I probably could have gotten more out of them, but $100 profit after fees and everything. Well, sure, it was less than 100, but how can you go wrong? Posh, cool. I will, once I'm done doing this, I'll make sure I go give you a follow back. Sure, so that's a cool name. Posh is my purpose. A little bit of alliteration in there. It's good. Oh, hey, look, there's the notification that you just followed me. There's actually, I don't know if it'll, there's something there. One of the things that's stuck in eBay jail. I don't know if it's going to focus enough, but it is a, let's see if I open it up. It is a vintage Orlando Magic hat. AJD, I think, is a brand new with tags. It's got like the big logo on it. And I took a low offer. It's been listed for a while. I had it listed higher than I even thought it was. I had it listed for $74.99, and with 2 or 3 months, nothing, no traction, no anything. And then I got a $45 offer today, and I was, boom, couldn't take it fast enough. Yeah, I'll depending on what it is and how big it is, I'll let something sit for a little while. And is it even with something like this, like there were none of this exact like style like, done like this way, but there were similar ones, this brand and of Orlando Magic hats new that we're selling for 40 to 55. So I was like really hoping to get 50 out of it. 45 was close enough. Or sometimes it's just it's worth taking the offer. Stuff that's been sitting for a while. Okay. These are Nike. AH6789 006. AH6789 006. Then you get on a few other platforms, strictly eBay since Yahoo Auctions is shut down. I never sold on Yahoo Auctions, but back when I was in high school, I bought things off of Yahoo Auctions. As I said, New England Betty Boop everywhere except Posh in my business Instagram. Yeah, I was torn, even still kind of torn about like this YouTube channel because obviously like when I first made it and I was doing Pokemon stuff, and then it was just the account that I used, and when I found reselling, obviously started subscribing, started going into people's live streams, watching videos, becoming part of the community, and a good amount of people know me as being a PokeTuber, but mostly everywhere else I was Scorcher868 pretty much everywhere. But I haven't decided if I wanted to, like, at this point I probably won't change my name, but yeah, like on Mercari, Poshmark, and eBay, all of them, like my usernames is Scorcher868, which has been the username I've used since I was like 12 on everything. So right. Got 175 total of those Nikes listed between new and used, and 137 sold in the last 90 days. So these were women's size 7.5. Don't change beard. PokeTuber is cool. Well, thank you. I thought it was pretty cool when I first made it. So like I said, I mean, unless I really decide to do something with this channel, I guess it doesn't matter. Even if I do, I guess your name doesn't have to necessarily pertain totally to what you do. What's up with these? This was, let's see, my 18th birthday present to myself. It is a tattoo. And that was just me being a rebel because I wanted to get a tattoo when I was 16 because you could with parent like consent. And I asked my dad, and he's like, "When you're 18, you can do it. I don't care." And I just okay, kept that in my mind. And on my 18th birthday, I had already like had to make a appointment or whatever, but I just went and did it. You sell on Posh, eBay, Mercari, Kidizen, and Depop. Kidizen, I think I heard of Kidizen from Ginger Marvin. I think she sells like a lot of kids stuff on there. Um, think with a story is always good. Oh yeah, I have a million and one other ones that I want. It's either I have the time, had the time, but didn't have the money, and then now it's I have the money, but I don't have the time. But yeah, I'm eBay, Mercari, Posh, and I still have, so I said, still have 20 or so stray listings on Facebook. And I tried Depop. I did. I tried listing the things that I had that were, I cross posted the Depop that I thought were going to sell on Depop, and I got plenty of likes, plenty of views. I just haven't sold anything over there. Okay, yes, okay. Kathy does sell on kids and women's. And then another one that I hear people mention all the time is Bonanza. And I know it has something to where like you can link it to your eBay and it's kind of like one and done. Like you set it up, and if something sells on there, it actually delists it from eBay automatically because they're connected. And I don't know, I know I've Kevin Commonwealth Picker, I've seen him mention Bonanza. If anybody who has watched My Boring Reseller Life, James, I think I've heard him mention Bonanza a few times. Yeah, Depop is about to get axed. Yeah, I mean, I think I ended up I mean, maybe like 12 things. I think I cross posted over to there over the course of like a month. Things that like from like what I had heard and what I've seen were like kind of like the target stuff for their demographic. But I said a lot of likes, messages. I even had somebody say, message like, "Oh, hey, is this if this is still available in a couple days, I'm gonna buy it." Okay, cool. Nothing. So I even stuff that would sell over there, I stopped. Yeah, I mean, so the only I guess said like is a good positive thing for Bonanza is apparently or allegedly from what I've heard, once you get it all set up, it's it. Like it'll pull your new eBay listings over to there. And I guess the hardest thing with it is just keeping an eye on your email because that's how you know if something sells is you get an email from Bonanza. So I don't know. I get way too many emails. That shit would get lost. So I think I'll just stick to Posh, eBay, and Mercari. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at right now. And even like I said, um, Mercari lately has been slow going, but it does link to eBay. Okay, which makes me wonder if like is Bonanza like owned by eBay or like they share partner companies because in order for them to be able to do what they do, like pull the listings, the photos, and the delist part, which is the big thing, I know like that's the like the holy grail for all like these cross posting services and apps is to be able to have one that can actually go delist, but it's like from the other sites where it sells on one site, but I know it's like logistically a pain in the ass. Hey, Ching. Just sold another watch from that live outside. 225. There you fucking go, man. Hell yeah. Now you're in the profit. Yeah, that's what I figured. eBay owns them, or like whatever some company that has a big controlling share and eBay owns them. Nike Air Max 270 triple black, women's size 7.5. Size 7.5. Shoes, sneakers, style code, release date, which is 2020. These are 2019s, actually. 2019. It's Nike Air Max 270, triple black, women's size, shoes, sneakers. Yes. All right, winding down. Nice. Oh, nice chatting with you as well. Have a nice night. Like I said, I'm gonna finish up this list and make like a tree and get the fuck out of here. So thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll catch you if you're around tomorrow and live streams. I'm sure I'll see you. But have a nice night. Get some good sleeps. UK 5. Max 270. Basketball. Standard width. EU 38.5. 38.5. Release year 2019. Lace up. Low top. 2019. All seasons. Every single one of them. Minor fabric. Minor fabric tear. Area. Scratches and scuffs. Bubbles, good and not hot. $8.99. I think I have a picture, but I don't remember if these are going out at 2 or 3 pounds. Oh, these are going to go out at 2 pounds. These are light. Past our Air Maxes, less than a pound. Just those. So those are going to go $8.99. Do not require immediate payment. So that's what we're going to do. Because of the condition, I'm going to do $70 for these Air Maxes. Yep. Do want to allow offers. All right. This right here. Come on, eBay. Yeah, great success. All right, I think about an hour 45 minutes in. I think 3:30 a.m. by my time here on the good old East Coast. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thank you for coming in and hanging out, Junk Monkey. I appreciate it. I hope over the night you sell the rest of those 12 watches and you wake up to like, $5,000 in sales. All right, I'm sure I'll catch you around on some live streams in the next couple of days, but thank you for hanging out. Good night, everybody. Peace.